what this show is, but it's a show somehow where Bill Maher and Exhibit are talking. So Exhibit is trying to explain. So what's interesting about this conversation is that this is how it looks when you have to explain the logic of the bullshit that goes on in the black community, right? So wait, he can't say what it is because it is unspoken. It's not. It's for one of the reasons why Exhibit is going to sound this way is because there is no logic to the shit. Okay, but I'm gonna let it play and yeah.
Well, I don't know what he's doing.
But I never saw anything that proved he was a pedophile. There's been no court. There's been nobody brought any cases against him. Obviously, it's possible, especially in the music industry. But I guess it's possible for anybody.
Right.
And so, maybe it's well known within the industry.
There's a clip of like him talking to a 14-year-old girl on the stage, and
the example he's about to use. So this is what's going on. Exhibit doesn't actually he doesn't have an answer for this. Like he has no idea what to say. So when people get nervous, right, they will take a detail and they'll start doing. He's doing what women do, right? When they tell a story in a way where it's going to get you on their side. Drake was never on the stage with no 14-year-old girl. The girl was 17. He found out she was 17. He's like, oh, wow, okay. And I think he was really embarrassed and he didn't know what to do, and he didn't want her to feel bad. So he gives her a hug and a kiss on the cheek. That's what they're talking about. Okay? So listen to how Bill Maher actually has an actual logical conversation with Xzibit. And how he responds. So off the rip, Xzibit just lies.
That was suspect. And then,
on the stage. And we hear what he's saying?
Okay. Yeah, you hear what he's saying.
What is it? Come back to my room?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Well, we heard it. What is it?
I don't remember what it is. I just know that's where that comes from. That clip.
Well,
and then he was talking to
it must have been something. I don't think it was. What are your opinions on the Donbass?
No. I just don't. It was something that made your eyebrow raise.
Okay,
right. And then he was talking to the Millie Bobby Brown girl about relationship shit, and
Oh shit! I don't know how long I've been muted, but what I was speaking on was when Xzibit's telling the story, he's changing the facts around in order for it to not sound like what it is. And again, between him and Kendra G, right? Whenever you come into a situation in bad faith and you're trying to make someone look bad, off the rip, you put yourself in a very vulnerable situation, especially when someone asks you to make it make sense. When someone asks you, all right, so but like, why are you doing this? Or like, why do you have to do this? All right. So what Bill Maher is not doing is Bill Maher is not coming into it with being on the not like us bandwagon. He's coming into it just asking simple questions. It's like, all right, so where's these cases at? You guys said that he's this and he's that. So like where are the cases? There was never the actual proof. So why are you guys still like running with that? And also just you have been an artist and whatnot. I would think that if you really care so much, you would be able to put together a better argument than that. But let me tell you what's really going on. What's going on is that he can't say, we just hate on Drake. That's all. It doesn't have to make sense. We're just all happy to it's on Drake.
It's just, and people like to run with things, right? So really it started from, a feature, and we'll probably never know when Jab started or whatever, but
So he's basically admitting that I don't know anything. Now Xzibit has been, I think, on Drink Champs talking crazy about Drake and Kendrick. And he's in front of this white man basically saying in so many words, I don't really know what happened. All I know is that, I'm getting some attention. You know what I'm saying? And as far as I know, there's a whole West Coast movement going on where we all get to be relevant again and so on and so forth.
It boiled over into this thing where it became this David and Goliath moment. And what you're seeing and why people are celebrating it so much is that this big, huge machine, and
he just called Drake this big, huge machine.
And this so-called, rapper from Compton that yes, he has success, but he's not as big as
no,
as us.
But hardly David.
Right. Well, I mean, compared to what
this is the most because Xzibit never actually thought about what he was going to say. He actually wound up being honest. It was about it being a David and Goliath kind of thing. Not so much that because Kendrick is unknown or really even Kendrick has reached the height of whatever he was going to do. And that's not a negative thing. He's accomplished a lot. And he has a great fan base, and people are always interested in whatever he wants to do. But that was the fantasy and a lot that we told ourselves, because in a way it's true only because seeing Kendrick go against Drake lets you get to really scale how much of a bigger artist Drake is than Kendrick. And the fact that people got behind him like that, pause to begin with, says y'all view Drake as being the way bigger draw. But your argument is he's corny, no one wants to hear him, and he's washed. All right. Also, you're hearing Xzibit kind of go through talking points. He sounds like a damn comment section from goddamn Instagram or YouTube. He's just repeating things that the other fans say. He's not coming with no insight. He said, "Who knows what jab it was?" You don't like, no, that's not hip hop for you. It's like not no, but you're speaking on it as an authority, and especially being the elder statesman. If you wasn't prepared to talk about it, you could have been honorable and say, you know what, I don't have all the answers and whatnot, and just keep it brief. He's trying to explain this shit, and he just sounds ridiculous.
Yeah,
the way you view things, right?
Just
no, but it blew up and it turned into something that well,
it blew up because he kept making records, and he would never stop singing it. No, and he sang it at the Super Bowl, and like it's just I thought, well, he's definitely not going to sing it at the Super Bowl. He made his point.
No, he did that shit.
Oh, I understand. But I thought he would say to himself, I've made my point. It's just gonna look like overkill.
The whole fact that Xzibit is laughing and it's like this is disturbing because you seeing people react to that like Kendrick did something positive or there was justice served. Okay, where are the victims at then? All right, so is the justice in that he's making you aware of it? Is the justice in? I'm trying to understand, like what is it that you're celebrating? Like what exactly is the problem? Because like y'all are acting like Drake is like actually Jeffrey Epstein, or he's actually P. Diddy. And those guys they actually did those things. Okay? Like there was hundreds of teenagers who can say they would pay a few $100s to give Jeffrey Epstein a massage. So on and so forth. All right, man.
But no, it was like, let's have some overkill. Okay, I would not want to be someone who, if I was innocent of this crime, because it's a pretty serious thing to level at somebody. You kind of have to really know for sure, don't you?
No. Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding.
Hold on. No, I understand.
Pedophile?
But no, listen. This is a rap battle.
Oh,
Yes.
This is not, you know, testimony or deposition. You know, this is a fucking rap battle. I'm gonna talk about you.
I'm gonna keep pausing it. And what rap battle ever? So, fam, so that would be First of all, that shit would be unprecedented. If that was, what are you talking about? It's a rap battle. Yeah, but people believed it though, and people talk about it as if they believe it. Most y'all don't have not seen 10 battles off of URL to be able to say, "Oh no, it's a rap battle. That's what they do in rap battles." No, I can tell you, no. People don't talk about you being a PDF file and like it's normal. That's not a thing that you hear all the time. People don't do that. No, it is a terrible thing to accuse someone of. That's not what we do in hip hop. We accuse you of effing kids. First of all, it's disgusting. It's a terrible thing to be accused of, or to be caught doing. What are you talking about? And when is it ever a bar for someone to be a pedophile? When is that? That's a bar. So if he actually did that, you what? Like, this may seem crazy, but again, if you ain't never been a nigga that's popping and you haven't experienced someone being comfortable, basically trying to create a reason to hate on you and whatnot, you won't really catch. Well, or it may be hard to reconcile. This is all the hate on Drake. He's trying to justify why it was okay for Kendrick to try to ruin his reputation with this song. Because the song is about that. It's not about anything else. It's about that. That's the main thing people take away. And people know the song for. And he's going to brush it off and say it's just a battle. What are we talking about? And also, not only that, someone else made a really good point about the fact that fans try to argue that, oh, well, you should be talking about his family and don't bring this up, and you accuse him of hitting this girl, even though Kendrick has talked about being physical with his girl. All right, or when they was together. You feel me?
Your mama, I'm gonna talk about your daddy, I'm gonna talk about your children, I'm gonna talk about everything. I'm gonna talk about your grandma's wooden leg, I'm gonna talk about your missing teeth.
Right.
It's all game, right? So,
What you mean, right? He don't know.
Like, we're pretty savvy enough to say, like, if there was something weird going on, then there would definitely be people that will come forward and testify and do that, and then people will be charged for that. But when you're playing the dozens,
yeah,
and I give you,
when he says the dozens, he's talking about when people are cracking on each other back and forth. That's never a thing that people. I'm gonna stop it there because my voice is. I don't know what's wrong with it, but no, that's never a thing that people say to be funny, or to crack on you with. Is you know what I'm saying, is that you want to bang kids. Anyway, man. Xzhibit is washed. Let me tell you something. Rapper to rapper, I know how jealous, how petty, and how angry, and how stupid rappers are. Okay. And don't ever think that's what we get it messed up at. A rapper their ego has no limits, and that ego never dies. In their mind, it doesn't matter who you are, they still want to be number one or see themselves as number one, and they will do whatever they can to discredit whoever is number one. But anyway, listen.
Somebody I love in the bricks.
You feel me? We out of here, man. Peace.